All the time he's good. Even if it doesn't look like he's good. He's good. He's good all the time. I've come tonight to share some keys. And some of you have been really asking for some answers, and I'm going to give you some answers. You've been praying for some things and you haven't seen it happen yet? Well, maybe you're using the wrong key. Maybe you need some WD-40 on your key. My husband used to say if duct tape or WD-40 didn't take care of it, it couldn't be fixed. I tried both sometimes and it still didn't get fixed. But I'm going to give you some keys that do work. They're exciting. But before I get into that, on the back I have a table. I have a ministry called Anna's Gate. And annasgate.org if you want to check it out on the website. And Anna was the widow in the Bible that recognized Jesus and told the whole community about him. And she fasted and prayed. She was the first paid intercessor that I found that was a widow in the Bible. And you know, I train widows to pray for businesses and churches, and we saw this one trucking company had started out in their basement with 2 trucks, couldn't even get a loan, and had 2 semi-trucks that is specialty glass transporting, and started out with those 2 trucks, got a hold of the principal. His wife worked at the Widows Ministry Center with me, and got a hold of the principal that God certainly hears the cry of the fatherless and the widow. Why? Because he's father to the fatherless, and he's husband to the widow. Now, Sonny was a great husband. How many of you knew Sonny? Yeah, wasn't he a sweetheart? And but you know what? God's even better. Now, I pray that all of you guys stay healthy and stay around because we need you men. But I'm telling you, God is the best husband. Now, he's a husband to the church, and we're his bride. And so some of you men might have a problem with that, being a bride. But you know what? Us women have to learn how to be sons of God. So but God has made a special commitment to the widow. And it's through the church. And James 1:27 sums up the whole thing. It says, pure religion that's undefiled before Father God is this: to go visit the fatherless and the widow in their distress. And it says, and keeping oneself unpolluted from the world. And in the original, that word "and" is not there. So if you were to read it the way it was originally written, it says pure worship. That word religion can be translated worship. Pure worship. Now, we had some great worship tonight.
Amen.
Oh my goodness, I was so looking forward. And Starley was so jealous that I was going to get to be here and be a part of your worship. But, we'll spend lots of money for concerts and equipment and all of this. But God says the worship that he said is the purest of all is visiting the fatherless and the widow. Now you look at that, fatherless is someone that don't have a daddy to care for him. And as we know, sometimes there's people with daddies at home that aren't being daddies, right? They're fatherless. 3 out of 5 families are fatherless. Our community, our cities, our nation is full of fatherless. Detroit alone, 85% of all their children are fatherless.
Wow.
God says, church, I want you to be the daddy. You cover them. You be the daddy. We're his hands and